POV. You are the monster hidden beneath the sand. No fin cuts the surface above you. No shadow warns the fish passing overhead. From the outside, the seafloor looks calm. Flat sand, soft light, nothing worth fearing. But underneath that silence, you are already there. Eyes exposed, mouth loaded, body buried. You do not chase through open water. You wait for the ocean to come to you. And when the wrong creature drifts 1 inch too low, the sand explodes and the attack is already over. Most people imagine the ocean's danger in the shape of a shark, a giant squid, or something massive moving through dark water. But some of the most disturbing predators do not rush across the sea at all. They disappear into the bottom and turn the seafloor itself into a trap. Today, you are becoming a stargazer, one of the strangest ambush hunters in the ocean. A fish built to vanish under sand and strike straight upward. Your eyes sit on top of your head. Your mouth faces the surface. Your whole body is designed for one brutal moment of contact. This is not the story of a predator that hunts in the open. This is the story of a creature that waits beneath the sand until the ocean forgets it is there. If you like ocean stories that feel intense, visual, and real, subscribe to the channel and stay with me to the end. And if this video pulls you into the seafloor with this creature, leave a like. It really helps support the channel and keeps these stories coming. You do not enter the scene like a hunter from a nature poster. You enter like something unfinished, half alive, half buried. Your body presses into the seabed. With small movements, you pull sand over your back until only the essentials remain exposed. Your eyes stay above the surface. Your mouth stays pointed upward like a loaded trapdoor. From above, the ocean floor still looks empty. That is exactly how you want it. A small fish glides past the rippled sand. A shrimp lands, pauses, and begins to search for food. Nothing in the water tells them danger is beneath them. There is no sound, no rush, no visible chase. This is why your hunting style works so well. The prey is not reacting to you, because the prey does not know you exist. Other predators announce themselves with speed or size. You erase yourself instead. The sand becomes your camouflage. The bottom becomes your skin. You do not need coral to hide, and you do not need darkness to disappear. All you need is a stretch of seafloor and a few seconds to bury yourself. After that, the trap is set. Every grain covering your body buys you one more advantage. One less warning. One less chance for the prey to escape. Above you, life moves as normal. Below it, you wait like a buried weapon. If someone could see you clearly, they would understand why you feel so unsettling. You do not look like a graceful swimmer. You look like an attack waiting to happen. Your head is broad and heavy. Your mouth is large, thick, and pointed straight toward the world above. Your eyes sit on top of your skull. They do not watch the horizon. They watch what passes over you. That alone makes you feel raw. Most fish move forward through the water. You are built for what comes from above. Every detail of your face serves the same purpose. See upward. Eyeing upward. Strike upward. You lie still while the sea carries food across your field of vision. A small fish enters range. Then another. You do not waste energy testing every target. You wait for the one that comes low enough, close enough, careless enough. In that silence, your body does almost nothing. But inside that stillness, everything is ready. Your muscles stay tense beneath the sand. Your jaws remain set for sudden force. There is something deeply brutal about a predator like you. Not because you are fast all the time, but because all your speed is compressed into 1 second. That is what makes your face so disturbing. It is not ugly for no reason. It is functional in the most ruthless way possible. You are not designed to look elegant in motion. You are designed to end motion in something else. And once the prey drifts into that narrow zone above your mouth, the strange shape of your body finally reveals what it was made for. The fish above you is relaxed. It is not fleeing. It is not scanning the sand for danger. It moves through a patch of seafloor that looks empty. That mistake is enough. In a violent burst, your body launches upward from the sand. Your jaws snap open, and the bottom of the ocean explodes around you. There is no long pursuit, No back-and-forth struggle across the reef. The entire attack is built around surprise. If your timing is right, the prey only understands the danger at the exact moment it is caught. That is your advantage over open water hunters. They are trapped. They trigger panic before impact. You strike before panic has time to exist. By the time the prey reacts, it is already inside your mouth or pinned by the force of your attack. Then, just as quickly as you rose, you drop back down. The sand settles, the seafloor closes over the violence. 1 second ago, this patch of bottom looked harmless. Now it has swallowed a living animal whole. That is the terrifying part of your method. You turn stillness into violence with almost no transition between them. The prey does not lose because you are bigger. It loses because you own the first moment of the fight. And in the ocean, the first moment can decide everything. You have built your entire life around stealing that moment from anything that crosses above you. The sea moves on quickly after your strike. But for the creature that passed over the wrong patch of sand, it ends right there. If ambush were your only weapon, you would already be a formidable predator. But in some stargazer species, the threat goes even further. Along your body are venomous spines. A predator that grabs you carelessly can pay for it in pain. That means you are not just dangerous when you attack. You are dangerous even when something tries to attack you. And then there is the detail that makes you feel almost unreal. Some stargazers can produce electric shocks. Not like the big, dramatic charge people imagine in monsters from fiction, but enough to jolt, disrupt, and add another layer to your defense. That combination is what makes you memorable. Buried in sand. Explosives strike venom. Electricity. You are not one trick hidden in the seabed. You are a whole collection of hazards packed into one strange body. That is why the title fits so well. You really do feel like a monster hidden beneath the sand. Not because you are enormous, not because you rule the sea in the way a shark does, but because every part of you creates danger where no one expects it. Your camouflage deceives. Your defenses make retaliation risky. Even your appearance contributes to the effect. Those upward eyes and oversized mouth make it look like the seafloor itself has grown a face. And once you know what that face can do, a flat stretch of sand no longer feels empty at all. It feels occupied, armed, waiting. This is what makes your world so effective. The ocean is full of movement, color, and distraction. Schools of fish flash through the water. Waves bend light across the bottom. Tiny animals sift the sand. Currents erase the marks left behind by your last attack. The entire environment helps you disappear again. Moments after a strike, the seafloor can look calm and untouched. That reset is your greatest advantage. You do not need to build another trap. The trap is the place itself. As long as the sand is there, you can vanish into it again. As long as the prey keeps moving, something will eventually pass overhead. So you settle back in. Eyes exposed, body hidden, jaws ready. This is not dramatic hunting in open blue water. It is patience, camouflage, and one perfect upward burst. That is why you survive. That is why you keep feeding. You've taken one of the most ordinary parts of the ocean floor and turned it into a weapon. Not by changing the sea, but by becoming indistinguishable from it. And that is the real power of a predator like you. You do not dominate by being seen. You dominate by being forgotten, by letting every fish believe the sand is just sand until the instant it proves otherwise. In your world, the monster is not chasing across the ocean. The monster is already underfoot, silent beneath the bottom, waiting for the next mistake. The stargazer is terrifying for one simple reason. It turns the safest looking part of the ocean into the most dangerous. A quiet patch of sand becomes an ambush point, and a creature that barely seems visible becomes one of the strangest hunters on the seafloor. That is what makes this predator so effective. It does not need speed across long distances or a dramatic presence in open water. It only needs patience, camouflage, and one perfectly timed strike from below. After seeing how it hunts, the seafloor no longer feels empty. It feels like a place where something could be watching from beneath the sand, waiting for the ocean to drift one step too close. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to the channel, because there are many more creatures in the ocean that look impossible until you see how they really live. And leave a like if you want more POV ocean videos like this one. It helps a lot and tells me to keep building this series.